Hi, this is Jen from Success in the Shy Girl, and today I'm going to show you how to use our Canva template. It's completely free in order to make sure that you are being consistent across your visual assets in your business. So this is what it's going to look like when you first open it up in Canva, but we'll get there, don't worry. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the things in here that need to be changed to reflect your business or your brand. So what you're going to need is the free template, a Canva account. It's completely free. There is a paid option that we do use, but I've actually set up a free account to show you that this can be done completely free of cost to you. We're going to ask that you bring 5 images that inspire you. We like Pinterest. I especially like Unsplash because they are royalty-free images. And I've actually included links to the 5 images that I'm going to use in the tutorial that I think are really beautiful. And for my fake business that I'm going to talk about very briefly in a moment, these are the colors that sort of inspire me. Images, I really like flowers, as you can tell. Soft pinks, pastels, but that's just my aesthetic. So if you've got colors that you really love, find some images, save them to your hard drive, and we're going to actually upload them into your brand board. We do also suggest using an eyedropper tool. I use, it's called Colorzilla, and I work almost exclusively in Chrome. I really do like the browser. It's got a lot of extensions for web development and for use in creating digital assets. And so you can see here, we just touch anywhere and it gives me the RGB and hex code. So you just click it, but I'll get there. Don't worry. If you do not have Chrome or you work in a different browser, you go ahead and just find anything, any sort of website that will help you do an image color finding process. And there are lots out there. You just have to Google it, find one that you like. So we've talked about what you need. So in order to get the free template, you're going to enter your name, your email, and click send it to me on our website. Once you have confirmed that you want to receive this information from us or this template from us, you are going to be redirected to this page on our website. So you can see here, talks a little bit about some instructions, gives you access to our Facebook group if you've got questions and you don't want to put it on our website in our comments, and 2 spots where you can click to actually access the template. So I'm going to actually go ahead. The first is down over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and click on the text here, and it will open up Canva directly for me. So if you are not signed into Canva or you do not have an account, this is the point where you are either going to sign in or sign up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to log in. And although we do use the paid account, I am going to go ahead and just use the free one today that we've set up to show you. So when you open up the template, there are going to be 2 pages. The first is really just some instructions, just reminders to create a copy before you actually start working on the template here. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hide those templates there. We don't need that. So if you look here, it's telling you you need to go ahead and make a copy. The reason you need to do this is because we are sharing it from our account and you want to make sure that it is copied into your own account. So now if I go to home, you will see that I have created the worksheet in my own account. And okay, now we can go ahead and we are going to go ahead and actually just delete that first page. I don't know if you saw there was a little trash can there. I'll just go back. I'll show you a little bit more slowly. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete that first page. We don't need that anymore because we're not going to be printing this out. Or printing that page out, rather. You don't need that. This worksheet is actually designed as a letter size, so you can print it out on your home printer. And you're going to see that a number of these sections are not clickable. The lines are not clickable. The headings are not clickable. Copyright is not clickable. They're all locked up over here. But everything that we do need to change and make our own is editable. That's even a word, I'm not sure. It is now. So here's where you're going to add the information about your ideal client. Now I'm going to pretend that my business name is Flapjack. Sorry, my mouse is being a little bit funny. So Flapjack Photography. So Flapjack Photography's visual brand board. So my ideal client, let's say, are families. You really should have a good sense of this before you start thinking about visual branding. So I'm going to assume that you've already gone ahead and done that. If you need more information about that, let us know. We can do that. Families with young children. They live in, let's say, suburban settings. All right. So my brand mission or values are for affordable family photography. I don't know if you can hear that barking, but I can hear barking outside. I apologize if you can. So this will obviously be much more in depth for your own business or your own brand. This is just a quick example. So here we've got a grid, and each of these little sort of cartoon landscapes are a spot where we can actually place in images that inspire us. Close that back up again, sorry. So I'm going to go over, I have already uploaded here the images that I've already shared on the website. And all you need to do, if they are not uploaded, you're just going to select upload an image. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to upload our fake logo for later on. Very fancy looking logo, I know. So just ignore that logo piece. So if you have not already uploaded your images, this is where you're going to do it, just by selecting upload an image and browsing to where they're stored on your hard drive. All you need to do here is literally drag and drop. So you're going to drag over your first image and just pop it in there. It should automatically populate into the space. Over. Not only do I like plants, I clearly like coffee. Okay. I'm actually going to enlarge this here. You can do that down here at the bottom. I'm going to go to 100%. No, I lied. I'm going to go to 125%. So this is where that color dropper tool or the website that will help you do color finding on an image is very helpful. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click my ColorZilla eyedropper tool. You're going to see here, now wherever the X is, it is going to actually, I'm saying actually a lot, I'm sorry. It is going to give you the RGB values and the hex code. The hex code is that 6-digit with the pound sign in front of it. Those are web safe codes. So I don't know, I kind of like that purple swatch that's right there. That's a really pretty color. So what I really like about ColorZilla is that it will copy that hex code for you onto your clipboard, so you don't need to remember it. Next, we are going to click this first gray box here. Literally just click with your cursor. You're going to come up here to the color. And you're going to type in, or you're just going to hit Control V, or I'm not sure, I'm sorry, what it is on an Apple. And we'll put your hex code in for you. You click Enter, click, and then Enter. And that will bring that box to the color that you've selected. And I'm going to actually go back in here. I'm going to highlight that text, and I'm going to, again, paste. And that is your hex code in there for that color. I'm going to come over, and I'm going to do this for all my images here, find some colors that I kind of like in there. Oh, that blue is kind of pretty. Come back down here, click the gray box, type in my hex code, or Control V, or paste my hex code. Click the color that came up. Come back into my text. Again, paste. There's my hex code in there. Do the same thing here. All right, I'm just going to skip ahead. I'm just going to do this so you'll hear me back in just a minute. Okay, so you can see here I have selected 5 colors from the 5 images here. I have selected a dark color here. Let's say I want to use this for fonts or something like that on my website. So here we go. So this is the color palette that I will now work with when I develop visual assets for Flapjack photography. Next, I'm going to come down here. If you do not already have a logo, Canva does offer an option to create your own logo, and they're really quite nice and very streamlined. And that's actually how I created the one that I have done for this one. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm just going to delete that image and actually that text as well. Next, I'm going to come back over to uploads. Here is the logo that we uploaded earlier. So I'm just going to drag that over here. I'm actually going to zoom out here so you can see the beauty about Canva is that it will automatically maintain your ratios without having to click anything. So you just, all you need to do is find those little arrows at the corner, make it larger, make it smaller. There you go. So we're just gonna, there's our Fancy Pants logo. Let's zoom back in. Now we need to select our fonts. So you'll see here the uppercase, the text that says uppercase and lowercase is not editable. We've just left that there as a visual cue for you so that you don't sort of lose where you're at. So these are actually 2 of the fonts that we use for Success in the Shy Girl. We really like them. They are embedded right into, I believe right into Canva. And we do suggest finding one that is a sans serif. So that means there's no little sort of curly cues or hooks or little inflections at the ends of each line of the letters, and one serif font. So you can see here, zoom in here so you can see the difference. You can see the little flares and things that sort of pop out at the end of each letter in the serif, and then obviously none in the sans serif. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to select something, I don't know, a different font here. Let's find one that we like. So let's say I want to use Amico. All right, I'm just going to put this here. So this is just a reminder when I go to do my digital assets that this is font 1 that I'm using. I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to Just change that font out. Amico. Oh, and you might need to change the size. That's done right up here at the top. So I'm just going to drop that to a 12. Actually, I'm going to drop that to a 10. Do the same thing down here. Highlight that all. Go to Amico, and we'll make that a 10 as well. So I've done, I like that all in one line. Let's drop it even more. 8. Down a bit. So you can see here that the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and quick history lesson there. That gives you every single letter in the English alphabet. Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, so you can see what each letter looks like. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pick a serif font. Let's see. I think I saw one in there that I liked earlier. Let's make that. Oh, I like Alice. Alice is a pretty one. The font name here. Highlight that. Come back in here. Make that Alice. Obviously, this is very individual, and there is no right or wrong font combination. It's whatever feels right to you. All right, so there we go. So we've got our color palette. Got our color palette here that we're going to use on our website and across all of our digital assets. So that'll be things like Instagram posts, Facebook posts, quotes, things like that. And the fonts that we're going to use in our digital assets as well. There's our logo if we needed it for something. You can add your tagline or your hook here. Let's see. Affordable, fun, family, photography. Just going to actually stretch that out so it fits. Center that. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to change this from copy of brand board worksheet. And I'm just going to actually give it a proper name here. We're going to say flapjack. Oop. Flapjack. Sorry, I like to talk as I type. I apologize. Here we go. So the beautiful thing about Canva is that it does, in fact, save as you go. But if you're worried, you can always pop over here, hit File, and Save. So if we actually go back out to home now, you are going to see our design here. Sometimes it shows a bit of a funny, it's a bit delayed, so it shows maybe an old version of it on the front page. But if you actually close that out, but if you actually click into it, it will actually show you the proper layout. There we go. And now we can actually go ahead and we can download this. I'm going to do this as PDF print. We are going to download. Takes a minute, and then wherever your downloads show up. We're not going to print through. This is if you want to print directly through Canva. We have used their printing service and it's excellent, but I suspect that you just want to print this out at home. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and you can click print here. Keep this at the front of your binder or wherever you're working. Throw it up on your bulletin board. Keep it right in front of you as you are creating visual assets for your business. And it's just a quick reminder to show you, hey, this is what my color scheme is supposed to look like. All of my fonts should fall in line with these two fonts. Here is my logo if I need it. And here is my tagline. And obviously, as you're creating visual assets for your business, make sure that it appeals to your ideal client and that it really speaks to their needs, and that your brand mission and values are in alignment with the things that you're creating and sharing online, either, well, I guess, or print, any kind of print assets as well. All right, that is it. I would love to hear how you use this worksheet. When you signed up, you will have access to our not so super secret Facebook group. Click that. We will ask you a couple of questions just to make sure that we don't get any crazy spammers on the group. Nobody likes that. And share what you've done with this. If you have any questions, you can either add them to the comments on our blog post or on our Facebook group. All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.